Guys, I've got a great shipping video for you today. So I'm going to take you on a guided tour through some of the amazing guitars that we've completed in the past week. And it's one of the nicest lineups that I've seen in a few weeks for sure. But just take a look at that, some really standout guitars. Now I'm going to show you or tell you a little bit about this story. Two guitars for Ainsworth, and they left here last July. Finally they're going to leave here again, and yeah, there's a story to tell there. If we come back on through here, two beautiful Kestrels this week. Really beautiful inlays on them, veneers. Look at this amazing Synergy harp guitar. You're going to love seeing a little bit more about that. Love the inlays on these with the green dots matching the green, and the red dots matching the red here on the inlays. So a lot of things to go through. If you're interested in our guitars, you're going to love looking at what we've got to show you today. But what I want to talk to you about first is I need your help. So as you know, we create content. We create a lot of content. We put it out to you guys. And it's really important that we reach you through our social media, because we made the bold step a few years ago to move away from selling through stores. So the only way we connect with our customers is through our website, through our social media, through the stories that we put out there. But it's a tricky place to navigate. You know, we put content out on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and TikTok and all those different things. And with the algorithms, you know, if you go on and you like our page, we've got, I think, 110,000 people have liked the Emerald Guitars page on Facebook, but only a very small number of those will ever actually see the content. So what we typically do in a marketing scenario is we pay to play. So we have to pay to create ads to put on your timeline so that you see what we're doing. And it's a necessary evil, but it's an evil. And I honestly really don't like it. Because what happens is the only way we can do that is we use these retargeting ads. We connect out with you guys through that, and we can reach you. But it does it in a really bad way. You know, you might see the same content over and over again, and it's not a nice way to do it. So I'm really stepping back into the marketing world, and I'm trying to reevaluate everything we do as a company, everything we do from a marketing point of view, and I want your advice. Because whenever I say marketing, it's not really a case of us just wanting to hard sell guitars to you, tell you about, you know, Emerald Guitars, how amazing we are, buy now. That's not what we do. We want to show you how beautiful our guitars are. We want to tell you about what we do, and we want to create content that you guys will enjoy. So what I would need you to do is tell me about your experience over the last few months. Tell me about the ads that you've been seeing coming up. You know, have you seen too much? Have you seen, you know, none at all? Has it been intrusive? Has it been fine? And how you maybe connect with Emerald Guitars. So we'll put this content out. This video is going out on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook page, and in our newsletter. And different people have different ways to connect with us. So if you really could, you know, if you're watching this on YouTube, put it in the comments, and same on Facebook. Just tell us a little bit about your journey with our marketing and what we do, and help guide that. And the same, if you're connecting through our newsletter, send us an email. Tell us. I really want to know. It's really important, because we can waste an awful lot of money in marketing. It's one of the most expensive activities that we do, and but we need to be able to reach you guys. So I want to do it in the best way possible. So your information that you're going to give me is going to help guide me and make the right decisions. So that was the first thing before we get into guitars. So forgive me for that. I hope you don't mind me asking for those questions. But yeah, I just want to do it better. I just really want to do it better. But look at these guitars. So as we do every week, we do our shipping video, and it's something that we've been doing now for 7 or 8 years, and it's become really one of our core pieces of content. And the reason is because you get to see the guitars, where they're going, all the different models, and there's something really different about seeing a guitar being held and turned. You get to see the colors better, and how one compares to the other. So it's if you're on a journey to owning an Emerald guitar, this is a really good place for you. And we've enjoyed doing it. I love doing it because I get to see the guitars that we've done in a week before, and it just inspires me every week. So let's start off, as we always do, with the smallest. And this is going out to Peter in Hampshire in England, and this is our Amicus. And we've been featuring the Amicus in the past week in some content. There's a really nice newsletter went out during the week if you're on our newsletter list. Just telling you all the details about the Amicus, how you might play it, and some really nice content in there. But the Amicus is our beautiful short scale 12 string guitar, and in that video you'll see a little performance by Seamus and Kate, and Seamus and that says that it's the guitar that every studio should own. And the reason for that is because it just brings such an extra dynamic and sound in there. So it's very accessible for a guitar player, a neck that's designed for a guitar player rather than maybe the little tiny neck on a mandolin that some guitar players find foreign. And yeah, you just play it like your regular guitar, but you get a whole new sound. So if you don't want to learn a new instrument but want a new sound, the Amicus could be that. So this one is in Candy Stripe Padauk, and it's got a red carbon back and sides. It's absolutely beautiful, and that's going out to Peter. So so if you've got an Amicus, as well as all that marketing information I'm asking about, you know, tell us about how you've been playing it, and what kind of music you find it really useful for, because it really is an exceptional instrument. Now, 12 strings. Again, new content I was creating yesterday. We were just talking about the journey into making so many 12 string guitars in our range, and this is the X7 12 string, and this was something that we used to only do as a custom. Now we've made it a standard product in our range because we love it so much. So it's our small bodied parlor sized 12 string guitar. It's a 24-inch scale. It's a very playable guitar, a beautiful sound, really nice sweet warm tone. Finished in black carbon here, black carbon all around, and with the high vibe pickup system. And the high vibe on a 12 string is really, really nice. You've got all the tonal benefits that you get, all the options that you have from that high vibe, but there's something about it in a 12 string actually just brings it to life. Now, another one going out to Steve in California, and wow, this is beautiful. So again, it's the X7 12 string, same body as the one we looked at previous, but this is finished in vibrant teal, and it's such a wonderful color. It just really pops, and it looks fantastic in how it's finished here. Chrome tuners, I think, is a nice choice on that, and you'll notice like sometimes you look at it and in pictures and things, chrome can almost look black, but yeah, you guess you see that if you get right in there. So chrome tuners, really nice look, nice bright look against the bright colors. That's a wonderful 12 string there. Then we've got Jeff in Arizona, another really cool finish on this one. So I don't know if we've come up with an actual term of what we're calling this color, but black gold I think is what we'll call it here. So this is an X10, and we've finished this off with our black quilted maple, but not just the black quilted maple, but we've given it a gold tint over the top. So it's got this really nice color. So it's darker than we would normally see if we're just doing like a gold or an amber over the top of a quilted maple. So you're getting that really nice contrast. You still get all the holographic effect of the quilted maple, and yeah, it's stunning, absolutely stunning. It's got a black carbon back and sides, and the inlay on here is the vines done in white. So that white inlay on the black carbon with the darker color top, I think it really pops, brings something in there. So very nice, Jeff. Now here we are at the story. So what happened? Well, way back last July, we shipped out 6 guitars. Well, we shipped out a bunch of guitars. I think on that specific day, about 12 guitars left here, but 6 of them didn't make it through. And week after week, we thought, you know, these guitars are probably in a trolley somewhere in the corner of a warehouse, and somebody's forgotten to move them on to the next destination. We knew they were in New York City, in a warehouse in New York City at JFK, but they didn't move. And no matter how many queries that we did through shipping, nobody could locate them. They couldn't find them within the warehouse. So it was a bit of a dead end for a few weeks, and then we started to get a little bit more concerned. I mean, I was only a little bit concerned because we really have never had guitars just disappear. But we had a couple of other shipping issues, and we started to get concerned. And then James Straley contacted me, and he said there's 6 guitars being listed by somebody on Facebook Marketplace, and they look a little bit strange. Do you know anything about it? So I looked at it, and straight away I knew it was those guitars. So the guitars, we knew they were there. We contacted the police. The police started an investigation, and well, to cut a long story short, the person was arrested and the guitars were recovered. And so somebody was not very smart when they stole emeralds, because every emerald is unique. Every one is different. And the emerald owners out there, the emerald fans, are quite a diligent bunch. So if something weird goes online, people are going to notice. It gets talked about. So, so those guitars were found. How somebody got it out of a secure warehouse, a government warehouse at JFK, I don't know. But I guess the police know more than what they're really telling me. So that's the story. But 2 of those guitars belong to Ainsworth, and he very patiently has been waiting on them. He did get another emerald in the meantime, but this is Ainsworth 2 guitars. So here we are doing the shipping video all over again to ship these out. These came back to us with like fingerprint powder and all kinds of things on them. We cleaned them up, they've been repolished, new strings, really double and triple checked that everything is right. And so this is Ainsworth guitars, good as new. So first one is, this is Zebrawood, so bird's eye Zebrawood. So really quite a unique veneer that we haven't used very much. And that's why he was so determined that he would get these guitars back, and waited all this time for them. So an Amicus in Zebrawood with an amber back and sides. So very, very nice, and looking forward to this getting to your hands, Ainsworth. And the second one, another very unique guitar, it's in Burl. So check out this in Burl, and you really have to come in close, and I'll hold it still so you can focus on it properly. It's got an amazing burl on that top, really tight burl, beautiful colors, really, really nice piece. It's got the Celtic knots running up the fretboard. It's got the black hardware, and then it's got a blue carbon back and sides. So really striking contrast between the top and the back and sides. It's also got the high vibe pickup system, and so that's a really great pickup system in there. And Ainsworth, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun with these. Those guitars have certainly got some mojo in them. They've got some history and some story, and let's hope that that inspires. Maybe you'll write a song on it about the journey that those guitars have gone through. Now, let's get into some Co.Donegal. So Jeff in Montana. Jeff has gone for the X20. Beautiful X20 with Co.Donegal, and it's this Co.Donegal that we've had coming through. And if you're interested in the Co.Donegal guitar, I have to warn you, get in there quick, because there's not much left. This has been going really fast. We only have a limited amount. But what I love about this Co.Donegal, obviously all the colors and the contrast between the light wood and the dark, but also this flame that runs through it. It's got this beautiful flame pattern that I've never really seen before in Co.Donegal, but it's absolutely stunning. So Co.Donegal veneer, and it's got the vines with dots running up the fretboard, all finished in gold. Co.Donegal headstock, and then a black carbon back and sides, and absolutely stunning and fantastic. Look at that. Really quite fond of Co.Donegal, obviously, because it's so beautiful. Now, next one is going out to UA in Germany. Same Co.Donegal, came off the same tree. It's got them same characteristics, just a wider section of the light colored wood here in the center, and I love how it runs up here. Frames the neck really well. It just looks like the neck is just fitted nicely around that, which is absolutely beautiful. The plain carbon fretboard and an amber back and sides, and a high vibe pickup system. Another beautiful guitar. Right, we better keep going through this. It's a long video today. Levi in Arizona. Now, check this out. I absolutely love the Kestrel. It's such a cool design. Just something really elegant about how this all came together. It's got the tailpiece here, the floating bridge, beautiful F-holes, but with Cocobolo, it's really quite something. So yeah, we've only done a couple in the past with Cocobolo, but Levi, I gotta tell you, this is probably the nicest, certainly the nicest Cocobolo kestrel, and probably the top 5 favourite kestrels that I've seen come out of here. Black carbon back and sides, stunning. And we've got the Celtic knots on the fretboard and Levi on the 12th fret there. So that's a really, really special instrument. I love having the kestrel in our lineup. It's a really special guitar. We don't do huge numbers of them, but it's something really, really special. Now, another one is going out to Thomas in Colorado, and this one could be also in my top list. And so this one I really love. It's a Zircotti. I love how dark it is. So Zircotti has, sometimes it is really bright contrasting wood, sometimes it's all dark. This is a really dark piece. It's got that dark wood with the dark black veins that are running through it, and it's just stunning. The black there running with the black fretboard, or the black bridge and tailpiece, the black fretboard really look nice. Now, inlays I think was a fantastic choice here. So he's gone with the black inlays, and again, it kind of mimics the black veins that are running through the body of the guitar. And just this one little flash of red, I think that's genius. I think it's so nice, that one little flash of color on there, and it just really stands out. Very, very nice. Back and sides, now check this out. Purple. Bet you weren't expecting that, but yeah, it really works. I think because the back is that darker purple with the dark colored top, and that's absolutely beautiful. So so 2 very, very nice kestrels all together, and I'm very proud of those. So that's going off to Thomas in Colorado. Now, check this out. This is going to Shimasu in Japan. Right, what can we say about this? So I was doing a video yesterday talking about beyond 6 strings, so how we've gone from 6 strings to 7s and 12 string guitars, and then the harp guitars really are the ultimate expression of what we can do with carbon fiber. And this guitar, if we look at it, look at the complex shape with it. It's such a complex body style, and that's something that carbon does really well to mold. Something that's really quite difficult to make in wood, but also because of the structural properties. There's so much tension on that whole top, but carbon fiber just handles it so well. You know, I don't think I've ever had a harp guitar come back with a bridge pull off or, you know, structural defects that way, and that's a big deal. To be able to make harp guitars that you're really confident in and are reliable, can be played for many, many years without issue. That's something really special. But the looks of this is just stunning. So it's pommel boss veneer, and it's a wonderful veneer with wonderful color and finish on it. We've got the 3 banks of strings. So you've got the subs, you've got the super trebles, and then a regular neck in the middle. We've got the adjustable Graftex here with the Crevo humbucker, custom made humbucker here at the end of the neck. And then we've got the Graftex piezos here as well on the other strings. Gold hardware, I think it goes perfectly. Also gold dots on the fretboard, and the black carbon back and sides. That is absolutely stunning instrument. So I'm very proud of my guys to be able to build something like that. And yeah, I mean, something like that was a dream really at the start, to be able to do things like that. Now let's go, and we'll start over this side. Kurtin Main, and this is another stunner. Every guitar this week is just one that's more beautiful than the next. So we've got an X20 nylon, and this one is finished in Koa, and hopefully it comes across in the camera just how much movement is in that Koa. It's just got such a beautiful iridescent holographic top on it. Really love it. But I love this section in the center where we've got the black running in. You got black veins coming in there, so it adds a lot of character to the center, and it's really quite something. Fretboard inlays is the vines in gold with the silver infinity loop. We've got that beautiful black carbon slotted headstock that's been carved out of a solid billet of carbon, and a black carbon back and sides. Beautiful. That's a very nice nylon guitar. Then another X20, and I love this. So this is red royal ebony. So we take a royal ebony, which is light and dark wood. Some people will call it royal ebony, some call it pale moon ebony. There's various different colors for it, or various different names for it. But we call it royal ebony, and it's light wood with these dark veins running through it. We put a transparent red over the top, and it looks incredible. Inlays on this, I think, are a perfect choice. We've got the white vines with the red dots, and again, I love connecting the color on the guitar to the inlays. Just that little connection, I think, really works. It just brings that red just right up the neck and back into the headstock. Red carbon back and sides, and it's got the graph type piezos combined with the K&K Pure Minis. So look at that. Just take a second to look at that. Now, so and that one's going to Jersey in Cheshire in England. Now this is kind of similar in that connecting the color to the inlays. So this is our big bodied X30, that big jumbo, and it's green quilted maple, beautiful book match quilted maple with a big pattern, and done with a transparent green. Then the white vines running up the fretboard with the green dots. So you can see just how adding the primary and the secondary colors together just can really tie a whole design together. Then we've got the gold hardware on, so we've got the green, white and gold happening here in a very, very nice and subtle way. And then we've got the green carbon back and sides. High vibe pickup system, and that is going out to Charles in West Virginia. Now, almost through. John in Washington. Okay, so this is a Virtuo, and we've been talking this week about the X10 Slim line, and this is I guess the electric sort of version of our X10 Slim line, in that it's got a full set of Fishman Fluence humbuckers. It's got the Graphtec piezos. It's got the 13-pin MIDI, and it's a really, really stunning guitar. Darrell Braun did a really great video about it recently. Maybe we might link to that or put a little clip of it in there. And he really talked very nicely about the versatility that this instrument brings. So this one is finished in zircotti. Again, that really dark zircotti like I talked about on the harp guitar, and with the dark black grains, absolutely lovely. Gold vines with leaves running up the fretboard, the silver infinity knot at the 12th fret, and an amber back and sides. So there we are. So that's going to Washington, to John. And then we've got Michael in Arizona, the last one today. Last but certainly not least, and this is a big blue Jumbo X30. So the X30 is our big jumbo body guitar, and the one we've designed to give you that really big, full, rich sound. It's hard to say which guitar is the best sounding in a range, but if you like a really full, bassy kind of sound, then the X30 has a very, very unique tone, a lot of fullness that you just don't find in so many guitars. So it's finished in blue carbon back and sides, again with a high vibe, and we've got the offset lines here on the fretboard. So that's it. So very nice range of guitars. So make sure and tell me which one's your favorite. I don't envy the chore that people have when they go into our website and try and pick their next guitar, and it's every week whenever I look at these, that's my favorite, that's my favorite, that's my favorite. And I know that people spend hours and hours in our 3D builder trying to work out designs. But if you've been thinking about buying an Emerald guitar, if you've been trying to work out a design, really good thing to do is talk to our sales guys. Talk to Davey and Kev. They're very knowledgeable, very helpful. You can schedule a video call with them. You can schedule a phone call with them, or just communicate by email. The guys will get back to you. Now, always bear in mind that we are based here in Ireland. We're working 8:30 to 5 Irish time, so depending, a lot of our customers in the USA, so time differences can cause a little bit of a delay in getting back to you, but bear that in mind. But we will always get back to you. So if you're thinking about it, talk to them. They'll give you great advice. And just once again, if you have any thoughts about marketing, about the content that we're putting out, anything you've seen that is negative to you, everything that you've seen is positive to you, just put it in some notes there. I would really, really love to hear it. Now, the other thing I'm going to refer to as well is Guitar 10,000. Everything's a little bit delayed, so we've had a few things going on in the background that I can't really talk about, but it's maybe knocked me back by 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm trying to get on top of things. So it's meant that I haven't been able to really get back into the workshop and start on Guitar 10,000. Reality is, it's probably going to be the end of this month before I really get stuck into that. But the good news is, I now know what I'm going to build. What I'm going to let you in on is it's going to be an X10. I think we already talked about that in last week's shipment video, so that was let out of the bag. But the design has come together in my head, and I'm really excited about it. You know, I'm not building anything that is totally out there. I'm not designing a brand new model. We're not building it in an entirely different way, but I've got some little design elements that I know you guys are going to love. So we're going to film that build. And I guess that's the sort of thing that I'm talking about. We're going to film that build, but what's the best way to get it to you? You know, because if you want to see it, you know, if we just post it on Facebook, it'll be seen by a few hundred people out of the 100,000 that want to see it. So yeah, maybe give me advice on that. So anyway, that's it for me. I've enjoyed doing that video. I hope you've enjoyed watching it, and I'll be back again next week to do another one all over again. Have a great weekend, guys.